See if this works. I think it might be. $14 in already. Waiting for guest. We're waiting for number 27. It's it says waiting for guest at the moment. I've really overrun here. I said to myself, I say there was going to be, I was going to got to stay on schedule. Got to stay on schedule. And the first one. Okay. Brilliant. All right. Okay. No, I'm all right. No, I'm fine. I'm all right. Yeah, cheers. I'm just trying to get this stream sorted. I don't know if it's working. I've sent it to him. It's not working. Oh, it's injury timer. No. 3 minutes. I've added 3 minutes onto that by accident. No, the clock was like that because it goes bad if it's like that. So, right, we're having some technical problems trying to get number 27. It's not what. Yeah, the stream's working. It's just I haven't got number 27. He's not coming through. It just says waiting for guest. Dave Curran says that was one I couldn't cut short. No, that's right. I couldn't. I was. That is inspirational stuff. We've got a problem. We're not getting. We can't go live to Oxfordshire, whoever he is. It's just not having it. Oh no, it's not working. Troubleshoot it, go live together. That happened a couple of times. Sorry, I'm typing at the same time. This is going really well. Make some people chat mods. That's a good idea, because I did see there was a couple of knobhead comments came up. No, I don't think so. Sorry, I'm typing while I'm typing to number 27. Hit it with that huge spanner on the side of the lift, yeah. I don't know how to make. How can I make people? See if I can make someone a mod. Number 27's in the chat. It's not letting him in, guys and girls. Just trying to. I'm going to try sending one more link. I'm going to copy it and then paste it. I'm just pasting it on Messenger again, Jack. It's R8 now anyway, because you had to go by R8 anyway. Shall we? If you've got something to go and well, can you hear this? Am I talking to myself? I've just copied and pasted it into Messenger. So I've just put another one in there. It gives you a fresh link each time. Yeah, right, nice one. Yeah, right, nice one. Cheers. Can you knock those lights off for us? Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Right. Can you Jack? Can you hear me? Yeah. Error message again. I tell you what, mate. Like if you've got places to be, yeah, Zad's just said it. We can reschedule it. I mean, like I'm on. I'm not going anywhere. If you want, you can. We can reschedule it for. I need to put the phone on charge. Sorry, guys. Just bear with me. Who knew this would be complicated to do? That's all right, Jack. Don't worry about it, mate. We tried. Do you reckon if you're about tomorrow, yeah, if you're around tomorrow, we'll arrange something else if you want. Because I think there were some people hoping to see you. That's really annoying. I hope it doesn't mean that everyone else is going to struggle. Broadcasting inside a Citroen probably wouldn't have anything to do with it because it's Wi-Fi. Don't worry, Rich. We have all day. You've all day. I've got all night as well. But yes, I know. see, for me, this is actually quite difficult because I'm not very good at doing more than one thing at a time. I get really like my head just freezes up and I'm juggling different things here. So yeah, sorry, Jack. It would be good to have you on. I don't know what's happened there, but we will. Yeah, give us a message later on and let us know if you're about. If you are, fantastic. I'm just modifying the link. What I'm going to do is I was going to take the phone off and show you around the car. Well, no, actually, I wasn't going to take the phone off. The original plan was to be on the webcam, which didn't work until now, or a few minutes ago, and then switch to the phone. And the phone would be freshly charged. But the phone has been sat here doing everything. It's getting a workout and it's taken the battery down. So it's just back on charge at the moment. It charges ridiculously fast. So it won't take long to charge. If I have enough time to go and see the new car, well, new project, and talk about it, I will do. In about 15 minutes. So in 15 minutes, this phone should charge about 50%. It really does charge quick. So I'm still in awe a little bit. I'm going to put my coloured lights on, get in the party mood. Yeah. There we go. Wow. Right, I'm just doing a little bit of housekeeping. Bear with me. So far, this has gone. I mean, it's gone great because everyone's here and most people are being brilliant. But the technical side of it, I knew it was going to be a bit of a risk, but it really has been an absolute farce, hasn't it? So I'm just putting in the details for part 2, which we are all now on. 132 people here. That's good. That's about what was here before, I think. Just making sure everything is right. Oh, put it in a playlist for people. So number 27, unfortunately, did not work. Up to 3875, is it? Amazing. $3875. That's nearly what I paid for the SM. I could get another one. Right. Okay, so I think the donation link is in the video. Yes, it is. Right, that's working. I have an SM, did I not? I thought I mentioned the SM. Right. Just get into the chat on here. I can't believe I'm going to do 24 hours on my phone. Does that stream work better then? Is the quality and the sound and everything better on this one? Because this is on Go Live Together. It's not even on the normal Go Live. I know, you think I'd have mentioned this SM before, wouldn't you? You think I'd have made more of a fuss about that. Because on my phone, it's weird that the stream is potentially better at the moment, because on my phone it's only half a screen. But shall I just leave it? I could just leave it on this, couldn't I? Good morning, low mofo. The car is the cheap bit. The expensive bit is finding a bigger garage and the divorce bill. No, this is still on the phone. Everyone like saying this is just as good as it was on the phone. It is. It is on the phone. But it's on the. It's on a different software option. So it's on. It's on Go Live Together, not Go Live, and it's on the front-facing camera. So this is the selfie cam. This isn't before when Charlotte was there. It was the rear cam, which is slightly wider. Although people are saying this picture is wider. Yeah, picture is now zoomed in, so this lens isn't as wide. Frame rate's a bit slower. Yeah, it probably is. It's. I mean, I don't. I can turn it around, but I'm not going to because I need to keep an eye on the battery to see if we've got enough time. It was on 22% the battery, right? And now I've plugged it in. It's on 37%, and it's getting hot. The picture's scary. Why is the picture scary? To be honest, look, yeah, I'm just going to leave it like this for now. All the other guests are virtual except for Alex Robbins, aka Scrof. He is coming in at 6 in the morning, and he's bringing me a McDonald's breakfast. It's a square picture now, not portrait. Well, I tell you what, then that might be better, because when someone else comes online, it'll be more like a landscape because it'll be two squares side by side. So I'll just keep it on Go Live Together then, even if I'm solo. I mean, I've got James Walshe next. James Walshe of Practical Classics magazine. That's his full name. It's on his birth certificate. He's next, and assuming he can get in, and then after him we've got 16 Valver, and then after him I'm going to fanboy it up because I'm hoping to get Mr. Regular, which would be big. Will Alex Scrof come with the Volvo 480 Turbo? Then I'll get up at 7 and see. I wanted him to bring an Ami, but he keeps being negative about that. Yeah, I'll leave it as it is then. We'll use this going forward. We'll use we'll use this one for all of it. Would a car with 5 MOT fails and 17 advisories be worth repairing? Please ask Mr. Regular to bring back Harold Sawinski. Have a few. If you're gonna if you hear when Mr. Regular's on, think of some sort of questions for him and that. I think I mean, I know what I'd ask him, and I know what my favourite videos are, but Rover 75 is one of my favourite regular car reviews videos. I love the Rover 75 one. His parents must have known what he was going to do when they named him James Walshe of Practical Classics magazine. Yeah, it's quite a bit of foresight, really. Hang on, let's hide it on here. Actually, no, that's not. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Watch to the end of the first stream. We'll catch up with the rest of it later. Humbling inspiration, Sophie, Charlotte, and family are. You don't. I mean, honestly, I could have talked to her all day. The what she was doing before they started doing Sophie's Legacy was they did Sophie's Journey. So it was like a blog, and she was writing. So like, if you go back through their Instagram or Facebook, you can read them. They're still on there. And it's back when Sophie was still with us, and it was an ongoing thing. Of like, today this happened, and it's kind of, well, it's upsetting. It's quite candid in places, and she's not afraid to say, how rough it is. And it's just stuff like that. And I'll be honest, I was kind of in the whole, like, subjects like that. Sometimes you bury your head in your sand. You think, oh, I don't want to read about kids being ill. It would make me upset. And then one time I was dropping one of my kids off at school, and I recognised Sophie's dad. This is when Sophie was still with us. I think it was the last week when she'd come home for the last time. And and I recognised him from the pictures. And he was walking back down the road, and I drove past him, and I saw his face, and I will never not see his face. That face, I will never shake that image from my head. And I'm not saying he's an ugly bloke. What I'm saying is the expression on his face, knowing, because you know what he's going home to, because you've seen it, because you've been reading about it, and that he just looked broken, like completely broken. And I couldn't. I just saw my heart just went. I just thought, gosh, like you'd do anything to help, wouldn't you? So yeah, they're massively inspirational. Hence, we're doing all this and raising all this money. So this is good. What do I think of the Rover 75? Well, yeah. When is Ms. HubNut on? I'm not having Ms. HubNut on at all. I don't know her. You mean Miss HubNut? Well, she'll be on tomorrow with HubNut, 9 o'clock. I work with the guy. I used to work with the guy who owns the QR Avanzato TRXXR4 that Mr. Regular reviewed when he was over. I remember that one, because they just don't get cars like that in America. I mean, I imagine they know about K cars over there, but yeah. Do I need to restart the timer? No. 8 minutes and 27, but 3 minutes of that was me ballsing up forgetting to stop it. So I've given myself 8 minutes and 27 seconds of stoppage time at the moment. Oh no, 8 minutes and 28 seconds of stoppage time. I can't imagine it, Robert Brink. I cannot imagine it. That's your worst fear. Without a doubt, that's your worst fear. My worst fear, anyway. I don't know what your worst fear is, but it's definitely mine. So what are we on battery wise? 50. Price is going up 5 minutes. It's jumped up 15% nearly. Mr. Regular's first name, I do know it. I don't know if I mean, he hasn't told me it. I just knew it because I've been a bit of a Mr. Regular fanboy for many years. One of the first motoring channels I got into on YouTube, actually. I found him because of the, funnily enough, I mean, I've probably not been around since the start of regular car reviews, but I found him his 2CV video when he came over to the UK. It's well known, Brian. Yeah, okay. It might be. I don't know. When I used to first watch Mr. Regular car reviews, he had the hat and the t-shirt and the glasses. He was like a disguise guy, so which I quite liked. I thought that was cool. Are we having a project car reveal yet? I reckon we can. Should we do a project car reveal? What do you reckon? As I said in last stream, I lost my best friend to bowel cancer in July, and my heart went out to his partner, mum and brother. It was the only funeral I couldn't cry at because I had to be strong. Bloody hell, man. I've had a lot of cancer in my family. The odds are I will get it. Someone 29, second cousin of mine, second or third cousin. But he died at 29, brain tumor. Car reveal time. Is it a Vauxhall? Vauxhall was going to be what's it? Vauxhall was going to be a banned word, wasn't it? Right. Okay. What I'm going to do, it's 1:45. I'm going to go for a wee, and then I'm going to make sure I come back with a couple of supplies to interview Mr. Walshe. And in that time in between, we'll go and have a look at the car. Do we reveal at 4K? Are we not? Are we at 4K? I keep saying things and then changing my mind. We're pretty close to 4K, to be fair. I did promise I was going to do it when it hit the target. It's pretty close to 4K. 3925. This is mad. Right. I'm going to go for a wee, and then we're going to have a look at the car. Right. Cams don't even do much. Don't get me started on cams, mate. I know. You are completely right. I didn't have to start the timer. I'm still streaming. The timer only goes on when the stream stops. And sometimes gets turned off again when the stream is restarted. Right. Come on then. Just unplugging the charger. Ugh. Oh, right. We're out of Clement. Oh, I didn't realise I've left a load of mess on the floor. Right. Are you ready? Yes? It is. It's a car I've already got. Is that a slight anticlimax? Well, kind of. Maybe it's a slight anticlimax, but there's more to it than this. So people who watch the channel will know that I did already own this car. But there's a slightly different approach with this one because this car is officially the Tractiva. And you're thinking, why is it a Tractiva? It's called a Tractiva because it's going to be a track-based Activa. Yes, this is an Activa. This is an actual Xantia Activa. This is a very rare machine with active anti-roll suspension. As you can see, it's had an incident at the front. No, it's not going to be a tractor. I know that sounds quite similar to Tractiva. It's had a bit of an incident at the front, and this car is a write-off. It's a cat something write-off. I don't know what, but it's a cat something write-off. I've tried selling it. I've tried selling the Xantia V6 that I also have, a rather ropey, leggy V6. This is actually not, this is about 100,000 miles on this one. Shall we get inside it? It's got leather. And it works. Look, this interior is for sale. Give me time. You are inside a Xantia Activa. It's very comfy. Now, the difference with this car, I know everyone's going like, oh, look, there's a tomato there. Everyone with this car is saying, going to be like, oh, well, a lot of people are going to be like, that's a cop-out. You already own that car. Yes, I did. You're quite right. But I was going to get rid of this car. But now I'm not. This car actually will serve a purpose. Yes, the keypad. The car doesn't start anymore. There's a video coming on this car. I've filmed it already. It's in edit at the moment. But this car, it's not just what the car is, it's what it stands for. I'm going to get back out because it's dark. So yeah, the car itself is a 96 Xantia Activa 2-litre turbo. The bonnet does open to reveal one of the ugliest engine bays you've ever seen. And I haven't got enough hands to put the bonnet stay in, so I'm going to use my head. Oh, that hurts. There you go. This engine, out. Not happening. V6 going in. It will be a V6 manual. It will have a significant number of weight reduction modifications, which is why when I said the current weight of the car, well, actually, I said the current weight of the car is 1,443 kilos. That was the weight of a factory Xantia Activa V6, which of course this isn't, but it will be at some point. But it's not going to be that heavy for long. This car is going on a serious diet. I will be experimenting with a number of things with this car. But basically, this is going to be a track Xantia. BTCC Super Tourers were the best motor racing series of all time. And they had every bloody segment D car in it except a Xantia, pretty much. And I'm going to write that wrong. So what I want is a car that's going to go to tracks all around the country and give people a bloody nose. It's not that rusty, no. No, it's not that rusty, Matt. But yeah, these are very, very heavy cars because, as you can imagine, the hydraulics are quite heavy. But I can save a lot of weight. These seats are heavy. So the interior is getting stripped. The doors will be lightened significantly, like they'll just be a shell. The windows will be perspex, the sunroof will go. I mean, I'll put something in its place, obviously. The rear window, that's going to be smashed out. That'll be perspex. Everything that can be drilled will be drilled. The mirrors are electric. That's no good. They're too heavy. They need to be manual. One wiper. So it won't have a triangular doom anymore because it'll only have one wiper. And also, I'm massively into aerodynamics. I love all that sort of stuff. And I want to make this car suck itself to the floor. So I'm going to panel the underside of it and make a diffuser so that the faster you go, the more it sticks to the ground. Then it'll have bigger tyres on it, racing sort of semi-slicks. I just want to go to tracks, basically, and really get up people's noses because when I took Hilda, do you want to see Hilda quickly? Hilda has moved. There's Hilda, broken, and there's the TVR. Oh look, and did I mention that? Might have done. Yeah, I got the real taste for doing track days, and I have to have a track car. So yeah, that's going to be the track car, the Tractiva. It will be graphics. We'll put some livery all over it, and any channel members or people who donate to the cause will be able to have their names on the roof, like the Vulcan, before they lost the place it was supposed to stay in, and we'll have to scrap it. Sorry, dismantle it and move it. So yeah, God, it's got cold out here. So yeah, it's smashed up at the front. Unfortunately, I do have to kill another Xantia to do this. I have the red V6 outside. That will have to be a donor car, but that is that's a pretty fruity Xantia, to be honest. So this one's actually pretty good. It's only done 108,000 miles before it was at the hands of a motoring journalist. So yeah, I do plan to make it road legal, but only for the purposes of like making it easier to move it about. If I go and do a proper track day somewhere in it, then I'll probably trailer it, hire a trailer and pull it with Clement, But just in case it gets biffed into something. Another reason for doing this car, and I'm about to walk away from this because I've got to go and get Mr. Walshe on, but another reason for doing this car is that it won't just be me working on it. You might be like, oh, you're not going to get enough cars done. You've got too many projects, blah, blah, blah. Very true. So my kids are going to help me with this one. They're going to learn their way around cars. And it's like, here you go. You're going to learn about cars. Have a massively complicated computer-controlled hydropneumatic suspension with active anti-roll control and learn it on that. So it with Vecchi, yeah. I don't know about the spoiler on the back. I mean, I want to know what this one does first. So I'll be getting bits of string with tape all over the car and then drive down the road and see where they're kicking up. I don't know what that spoiler might actually be helping. I'm thinking make the underside of the car almost ground effect, make it suck itself to the floor. That's my plan. But that engine's got to go. People would be like, oh, you could, tune a 2-litre turbo and make it as powerful. You could, but it sounds awful. So I just sell it. The V6 will make it sound like a busso. They actually do sound really good. Right. I better go back to Clement. We'll go and have another look at the Xantia. If you get some questions on the Xantia, on the Tractiva, then I will endeavour to answer those. Oh, I'm back in the living room. I don't know if the Activa stuff works okay on that, but I imagine it was before it hit a Ford C-Max. Right. Let's try. I've sent my link. Come on, link. Don't let me down now. No, the link to James Walshe for him to join the chat. Oh, hang on. Sorry. I had the wrong camera going. Sorry, my fault. Would I consider nitrous for the Xantia? No. No. When it's got the V6 in, it'll be about 200 brake. I want to try and get the weight down to. It's going to be about 1450 heavy. They are whales. It's going to be about 1450. Oh, I want to try and get it down to like under 12, under 1200 with 200 horsepower. It's not going to be the fastest thing on a straight. I'm not fussed about that. I want it good round corners. Do the same with my kids. I'm slightly obsessed with the idea of getting an MG midget and keeping it going with them. Don't need somewhere big to put an MG midget. My next guest might be. Oh, for God's sake! I'm having nightmares here with this. I'm having nightmares with my technology tonight. It's all gone wrong. Come on. What? Oh. James is right. James is in the messenger. Does the link work? I'll just go absolutely spare. I've seen that German Xantia. The track color. It's a blue one, isn't it? Oh, he's having trouble now. Sorry, bear with us, people. Gunning for 1,000 kilos. 1,000 kilos would be a tall order in that. With the Activa gear. Don't forget, spheres on their own probably weigh 2 kilos. An Activa has 11 of them. Done the YouTuber effect on the price of a Xantia. I don't think I'd have that effect. Activas should be. They should be fawned over. Have I owned an Alpha? Yeah, I've had an Alfa Romeo 156 V6. Just a thought, you don't have to get him in a lobby first, then go live. I don't think so. I didn't last time when I was doing the warm up. I was just chucking people out and putting someone back in. He's just trying it on his MacBook. What's a MacBook? I'm just reading the chats. When reducing weight significantly on a Xantia, should you change spheres then? Yeah, probably. Yeah, there will be a certain amount of experimentation. The stupid thing is, for an Activa, you don't Activa. The thing the Activa sort of does brilliantly on is the whole management to stay flat when it's going over bumps, and of course, there aren't many bumps on tracks. So, Miss HubNut, I ended the stream and started another one, and then we went into the lobby together. But the other three, Indecisive Auto, Whiteland, and Matt, all came onto the stream when it was already running. Oh, I'll tell you what, It worked it worked flawlessly. When people were on their phones that night, it worked beautifully. It's up to £4,000. Drive the tractor like a saxo. I intend to. There's sustenance. I'm not being rude. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Miss HubNut. Sorry. We started that one from scratch. Oh no, he's good. James Walsh is getting the same thing that Jack got. What did we do differently? He's given me an email address. Is there an email option? I don't know what account that came from, James, if you can hear this, but it's on its way. It hasn't frozen, no. I'm writing on the phone because in an ideal world, I'd have had the laptop running with all this other stuff. But yeah, oh yeah, I haven't got the laptop set up to run any of the messaging things because I was going to use my phone. Um, see, I've sent him an email. This is really frustrating. Oh man, he's tried it from 4 different devices and it's doing the same thing every time. Right, the only thing I think I can do is to end the stream again, and I'll try and add him into the lobby and do it that way around, like I did with Miss HubNut. But as I say, with the other 3 before that, it worked fine. Yeah, it did work. It worked absolutely flawlessly the other day, to the point I thought, oh, I haven't got to worry about that. That works really well. It's really frustrating. Um, and it came through from an email. I have got a second phone here, but it won't work on here very well, will it? Yeah, the injury timer. Yeah. um. Yeah. It's so frustrating that it worked. I say it worked flawlessly the other day, and then today I tested the webcam the other day, and it seemed okay. I had slight reservations about the sound, but rather than thinking it's broken, I just thought, oh, it's not much better than a phone. But as it turns out, it was hopeless. So yeah, I'm gonna have to end it and start it again, I think. As a fallback, go telephone call. Could do, yeah. RIP my new phone's battery. Right, okay. What's different from the test run? The only thing that's the only thing that's changed is the actual phone I'm on. But I'm using the same app. I'm using the same like Android login. I'm using everything exactly the same. It's just the actual physical phone is different. I can't imagine that makes a massive difference. So I'm gonna have to end it and come and start again, aren't I? Facts. Yeah. Yeah, get the dial up on the go. Yeah, it looks good. It's fine. Be quicker for him to drive down. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna end this one. See me do it. Where is it? Up here. Right, it's counting. I can't use my old phone. That's why I had to get a new phone. Right. I'm going to end the stream and then start again. Okay. Don't go anywhere. I'm not.